Welcome to Season 1, Episode 1 of the SportsAnalysisAI.com podcast, where we will be discussing harnessing artificial intelligence and statistical analysis in sports betting, and how professional sports bettors can improve their results. For a written transcript of this podcast or to access our AI-generated sports predictions, visit our website at sportsAnalysisAI.com. And now your hosts, Ava and Andy.
The world of sports betting is undergoing a revolutionary change, thanks to the advent of artificial intelligence, AI, and sophisticated statistical analysis. This technological leap is transforming the way bettors approach football, hockey, baseball, basketball, golf, tennis, auto racing, and combat sports. Let's explore how AI and data analytics are enhancing prediction accuracy and potentially increasing profits in these sports.
Football, the strategic gridiron. In football, AI systems analyze vast amounts of data, including player statistics, team formations, historical performance, and even weather conditions. For instance, an AI model might examine a quarterback's passer rating under different defensive schemes, or how a team performs in wet conditions. Bettors using these insights have a more informed basis for their wagers. In the NFL, for example, AI-driven models have been used to predict game outcomes with over 60% accuracy, significantly higher than traditional betting averages.
Hockey, beyond the ice. Hockey bettors can benefit from AI's ability to crunch numbers on player efficiency, goalie save percentages, and team dynamics during power plays. By analyzing trends and patterns in these areas, AI can provide insights that might be overlooked by human analysis. For example, AI can predict the likelihood of scoring based on shot locations and goalie history, offering bettors a strategic edge.
Baseball, a numbers game. Baseball, with its wealth of statistical data, is ripe for AI analysis. AI can predict outcomes by analyzing pitcher-batter matchups, player fatigue, and even the impact of different umpires. In 2019, an AI model accurately predicted the outcome of nearly 70% of MLB games, demonstrating its potential for bettors.
Basketball, analyzing the court. In basketball, AI models can analyze player shooting patterns, defensive efficiency, and team performance under varying game conditions. This data can be crucial, especially in tight matchups. For example, AI can evaluate how a team performs without its star player, significantly impacting betting lines.
Golf, calculating the swing. Golf betting benefits from AI's ability to analyze individual player performance across different courses and conditions. By examining historical performance data, AI can predict how a player might perform at a particular tournament, taking into account factors like course layout and recent form.
Horse racing, from gate to wire. Predictive analysis dives deep into the nuances of horse racing, using advanced mathematics to analyze performance metrics, track conditions, jockey capabilities, and horse lineage. This sophisticated blend of data-driven precision and equine expertise positions predictive models as the pinnacle of horse racing handicapping.
Soccer, goal-driven predictions. Whether you're enthralled by the prestigious leagues or captivated by international showdowns, predictive analysis adapts to the unique dynamics of each soccer match. From the opening kickoffs to the climactic cup finals, Sports Analysis AI is your partner in unraveling the complexities of soccer handicapping.
Tennis, serving up predictions. In tennis, AI can analyze player performance metrics such as serve accuracy, return quality, and stamina. By assessing these factors, AI can predict match outcomes with greater accuracy. For instance, an AI model in 2018 predicted over 75% of Wimbledon matches correctly.
Auto racing, speed and strategy. AI's role in auto racing betting is growing, with models analyzing driver performance, track conditions, and vehicle mechanics. For example, in Formula One, AI models can predict race outcomes based on driver history on specific tracks and current vehicle performance.
Combat sports, the fight algorithm. In combat sports like boxing and MMA, AI can analyze fighter styles, historical matchups, and physical attributes. For instance, an AI model might predict the outcome of a boxing match by analyzing a fighter's knockout percentage against opponents with similar defensive skills.
The profit edge. For sports bettors, the integration of AI and statistical analysis offers a significant advantage. It enables them to make more informed decisions, reducing reliance on intuition and conventional wisdom. This technological edge is translating into real profits. You're sitting in a smoky, dimly lit room, surrounded by characters straight out of a Scorsese movie. Money is flying around like confetti, and the atmosphere is charged with excitement and anticipation. No, this isn't some underground poker den, but a scene straight from the world of sports betting. Sports betting isn't just about blindly throwing your hard-earned cash at your favorite team and hoping for the best. It's about analyzing the odds, studying the data, and exploiting the quirks of the sports world to gain an edge. And trust me when I say, being able to beat the bookies at their own game is one of the sweetest victories you'll ever taste. We're going to delve into the world of sports betting like never before. We'll explore the art of handicapping, learn how to manage our bankrolls, and navigate the treacherous waters of online sportbooks. From selecting the right bets to staying cool under pressure, I'll be your guide, your mentor, and your buddy on this roller coaster ride to sports betting success. But remember, the path to riches isn't without its hurdles. It's going to take some hard work, dedication, and a touch of luck.
First off, we need to talk about the bookies, the people who set the odds and take your bets. These guys are like the gatekeepers of the betting world, and to beat them, you need to know how they operate. They use a combination of statistical analysis, expert opinions, and gut instinct to set the odds. But here's the funny part. They aren't always right. That's where we come in, looking for those sweet opportunities where they've misjudged the odds.
Let's talk about one of the most common types of bets you'll come across, the money line. You see, in the money line, there are two teams, and you'll be betting on who wins the game outright. But here's the kicker. Each team comes with different odds, depending on their chances of winning. So when you see a team with a negative number, like minus 150, that means you must bet $150 to win $100. On the other hand, a positive number, like plus 200, means a $100 bet will get you a sweet $200 if your pick comes out on top.
Taking on the point spread. The point spread is like the great equalizer, evening the odds when a matchup seems lopsided. Let's say you got a team heavily favored. The point spread will give the underdog a head start in terms of points. So, if you bet on the favorite, they need to win by more than the spread. If you bet on the underdog, they can lose as long as it's within that spread. It adds a whole new dimension to the game and opens up some tantalizing opportunities for us sharp bettors.
The over-under game. Last but certainly not least, we've got the over-under game. This bet isn't about who wins or loses. It's all about the total points or goals scored in a game. The bookies will set a certain number, and you'll bet if the actual total will be over or under that mark. It's like predicting the weather, but with points, you see.
Understanding the marketplace is key to becoming a successful sports bettor. It's like knowing the ins and outs of the stock market or the ever-changing tides of the sea. But don't fret, the more you immerse yourself in this world, the better you'll get at reading the odds, spotting opportunities, and making those winning bets.
Develop a winning strategy. It's a calculated approach that requires discipline, expertise, and a little bit of gut instinct.
Analyzing the odds, remember, the odds are more than just numbers. They hold valuable information that can guide your decisions. Look for discrepancies between bookmakers, as that's where the value lies. Some may have better insights into a specific sport or event, so it's crucial to compare and find the most favorable odds.
Money management. You can't last long in this game if you don't manage your money wisely. Set a budget for each wager and stick to it. Don't go betting your whole bankroll on a single event. That's a surefire way to empty your pockets. Be patient, bet smart, and protect your bankroll like it's your best friend.
Understanding risk and reward. Every wager carries some risk. That's just the nature of the beast. You have to weigh the potential reward against the likelihood of success. Look for opportunities where the reward outweighs the risk, and don't be afraid to pass on a bet if the odds aren't in your favor. Quality over quantity, that's the name of the game.
Whether it's following trends, focusing on specific sports or markets, or even creating your own algorithms, the key is consistency and adaptability. Don't be afraid to experiment, but always be vigilant in assessing their effectiveness.
As a sports bettor, you're going to experience highs and lows like a roller coaster ride. Keep your emotions in check, especially after a big win or a crushing loss. Don't chase losses or get carried away by a winning streak. Stay level-headed and focused on your strategy. It's the only way to come out on top in the long run.
Remember, Developing a winning strategy takes time and dedication. There'll be ups and downs, but that's what makes this whole journey worthwhile. Keep refining your skills, learning from each experience, and honing your instincts. Before you know it, you'll be navigating these sports betting waters like a seasoned captain. You've got to be smart with how you handle your money if you want to make a living at this game. Set your budget. First things first, you must establish a budget for your sports betting endeavors. Take a good, hard look at your financial situation and figure out how much you can afford to allocate towards your betting bankroll. Remember, we're not talking about your rent money or the funds you were saving up to buy your grandma a nice present. This should be disposable income that won't leave you in a pinch if things don't go according to plan.
Once you've got your budget in mind, it's time to divide that bankroll into smaller units. I like to call these babies betting units, and they're a crucial part of keeping your wagers in check. Now, how much should each betting unit be worth, you ask? Well, that depends on your risk tolerance and the size of your bankroll. Generally, it's recommended to keep each unit between 1% to 5% of your total bankroll. This way, even if you hit a rough patch, you won't be wiped out in a single blow.
All right, this is where discipline kicks in. It doesn't matter how good a bet looks or how confident you feel, you must stick to your predefined betting unit. Don't get swayed by emotions or let greed cloud your judgment. Trust me, I've seen what happens when you start chasing losses or upping your bet size after a hot streak. It's a slippery slope, and it rarely ends well.
Remember, sports betting is a dynamic game. The odds change, teams evolve, and new information surfaces. To stay on top of your bankroll management game, you've got to be willing to adapt and adjust your betting strategy when necessary. This means reassessing your bankroll, staying updated with the latest information, and being flexible in your wagering habits. Just like a seasoned jockey adapts to the track conditions, you too must adapt to the ever-changing dynamics of the sports betting world.
Patience is key. Bankroll management requires patience. You might be tempted to go all in on a hunch or double up after a big win, but that's a surefire way to drain your bankroll faster than a thirsty racehorse. Stick to your plan, stay disciplined, and trust that your strategy will pay off in the long run. Rome wasn't built in a day, and a successful sports betting career takes time, effort, and most importantly, patience.
Welcome to the most critical aspect of sports betting, managing risks and understanding value. This is where the real money-making potential lies, so pay close attention.
Assessing risks. All right, listen up. I'm about to drop some knowledge bombs on you. When it comes to sports betting, risks are as inevitable as sudden rain showers at an outdoor wedding. But fear not, for there are ways to manage those risks like a seasoned pro.
Bet sizing. Look, you can't go throwing your entire bankroll on a single bet. That's a one-way ticket to heartache and empty pockets. You must size your bets properly. Now, some folks might say 5% or 10% of your bankroll, but I say it depends. It depends on your confidence in the bet, the odds, and the overall risk involved.
Diversification. Just like your grandma's old recipe book, diversification is the secret sauce of sports betting success. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your bets across different sports, leagues, and types of wagers. It's like having a well-balanced portfolio of horses at the racetrack.
Understanding value. Now, let's talk about something that separates the amateurs from the pros, understanding value. Value is the holy grail of sports betting. It's the moment when you find a bet that's priced better than its true probability of winning. That's when you pounce like a hungry lion on a gazelle.
A. Line shopping. Imagine you're shopping for a new pair of sneakers. You wouldn't just go into the first store you find and buy the first pair you see, right? No. You compare prices, styles, and brands. The same goes for sports betting. Line shopping is like finding the best deal in town. Compare odds from different sport books, hunt for the juiciest lines, and snatch them up like a bargain-hungry shopaholic.
Analyzing data and research. Look, I'm not asking you to become a math whiz or spend all night poring over spreadsheets. But a little bit of research can go a long way. Look at team statistics, player performance, injury reports, anything that can give you an edge. It's like studying the horses before placing your bets at the track. As I've said, knowledge is power.
Emotional discipline. Emotions can cloud judgment faster than a fog on the track. Stay cool, stay focused, and stick to your strategy like glue. When you hit that big win, it's tempting to go wild and celebrate like there's no tomorrow. And hey, I won't judge you if you want to throw yourself a little victory party. But remember, success can be just as dangerous as failure if not handled properly. First things first, don't get cocky. Sure, you nailed that parlay and the money is flowing, but don't let it go to your head. Stay humble and grounded. Take a step back and reassess your strategy. What worked? What didn't? Learn from your wins as much as your losses. Secondly, don't go blowing all your winnings on flashy cars and extravagant vacations. Remember what I said about bankroll management? Apply it here too. Set aside a portion of your winnings as profit and reinvest the rest into your bankroll.
Now, let's talk about the less pleasant side of the coin, losses. Newsflash. Losses are an inevitable part of sports betting. Even the best of the best experience them. So, how do you handle them like a pro?
First off, don't panic. It happens to the best of us. Take a deep breath, step back, and reevaluate your strategy. Did you make any mistakes? Was it just bad luck? Analyze what went wrong and learn from it. Remember, no one is immune to losses, but it's how you bounce back that counts. Next, don't chase your losses. I've seen it happen countless times. Someone loses a big bet and tries to immediately make it all back with even riskier bets. Trust me, it's a recipe for disaster. Stick to your strategy, stay disciplined, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment.
Managing the emotional roller coaster of wins and losses is perhaps the most challenging part of sports betting. It takes a strong mind to stay focused and not let your emotions dictate your decisions. One piece of advice I have for you is to maintain a positive mindset. Accept that losses are just a part of the game and focus on the long term. Stay disciplined, stick to your strategy, and trust that your hard work and analysis will pay off in the end.
Surround yourself with a strong support system too. Find like-minded individuals who understand the ups and downs of sports betting. Share your experiences, learn from each other, and provide moral support during both the highs and the lows. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. It's important to keep things above board and play by the rules. Remember, we're in this for the long haul, so let's discuss some key considerations.
Know your local laws. Different countries and jurisdictions have different laws regarding sports betting. Before you dive headfirst into the game, do your homework and make sure you understand the legal landscape where you reside. We don't want any unnecessary troubles, do we? Stick to reputable platforms. There are countless online sports betting platforms out there, but not all of them are created equal. Choose licensed and regulated platforms that have a solid reputation. Look for user reviews, check their credentials, and make sure they prioritize your security and privacy. Remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. Keep your finances in order. Money management is key. Set a budget for your betting activities and stick to it. Don't let your emotions or a winning streak tempt you to overspend. Be responsible and only wager what you can afford to lose. We're in this for the long run, so let's make sure we have a sustainable approach.
Be transparent and accountable. Honesty and accountability should be our guiding principles. If you're lucky enough to make a profit from sports betting, be transparent about your sources of income and pay your taxes like a responsible citizen. We're all in this together, and it's our duty to contribute to society. Remember, sports betting is a thrilling adventure, but we must always adhere to legal and ethical standards. By doing so, we protect our own interests and ensure a level playing field for everyone involved. Let's keep the excitement alive and bet with integrity.
As you venture further into the world of sports betting, always keep in mind the lessons we've learned together. Understand the marketplace, develop a winning strategy, master the art of bankroll management, recognize value, handle successes and failures with grace, and hold yourself to the highest legal and ethical standards. These are the keys to long-term success in this game.
Always remember the golden rule of sports betting. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Take it slow, stay disciplined, and trust your instincts. Before you know it, you'll be a seasoned pro, making calculated bets and reaping the rewards.
Thank you for joining us at the sportsanalysisai.com podcast. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share our podcast with your sports-minded friends. Make sure to check out our sports tutorials and AI-generated sports predictions at our website at sportsanalysisai.com.